Hello Glow Games captains. First of all, thank you for turning this video on and being willing to watch this. Should be around a 20 or 25 minute video just to go over everything to know before we look ahead towards Glow Games next week. I thought this would be more helpful. This allows you to watch this on your own time frame when it's most convenient for you, instead of having a meeting to cover all this or having to stay after church or having to come before church. I thought this would hopefully be a more convenient way to do this and still get you the information so that we can all be on the same page. First of all, vision for Glow Games. This is an evangelistic outreach of our children's ministry. In fact, it's probably the second biggest evangelistic outreach that we have as a children's ministry, behind Vacation Bible School. We have been pushing Glow Games to the kids for probably over a month now, around a month now, and the kids have been excited, but we've been encouraging the kids, especially here, to invite, with the intention of inviting friends that are going to hear about Jesus when they get here. The Glow Games is a great opportunity that we have, and we want to take full advantage of that. Last year we had around 135 kids come to Glow Games, and I would love to have more than that. I would love to have 150 plus kids this year, and right now we got a little under 110 signed up, but I expect more to sign up in the days to come. So we want to take full advantage of that opportunity to share the gospel with these kids, some of whom I'm sure are not actively involved in church, some of whom, because of that, don't have the same kind of access to hearing the gospel that we have from being here week after week. So we want to take advantage of this opportunity to share Jesus with them, and so that is the mindset we have going into Glow Games. We get to share the gospel with over 100 kids, and praying that God will plant seeds, that maybe even a child would be saved as a result of what happens at the Glow Games. Wouldn't that be incredible if an eternal difference was made in the life of one or more kids because of Glow Games? So please, in the days to come, be praying alongside me that God uses the Glow Games in this way, that it won't just be a big fun night of games for kids, although I really hope it's going to be that, but it will also be a successful evangelistic outreach for our children's ministry, and the kids will come that need to hear the gospel, and they will hear it and receive it. So I wanted to just briefly walk through the schedule with you, just so you can know what to expect, and the different games especially, because once we start getting into these games, it's going to be really helpful if you're able to answer questions that your team has about the games, instead of me having to answer questions for all the different teams. So let me just walk through the schedule with you and let you know what it's going to look like. Glow Games is officially 6 o'clock to 8:30. I would love for as many of you as possible to be there early, ideally around 5:15 or so, because kids are definitely going to be there early. When kids when they come to the Glow Games, their parents will come and sign them in at the table. Then we're going to funnel them into the gym, to one end of the gym, where we're going to have them sit down. Just the best way to keep track of a large group of kids, instead of having them run around the gym. We're going to have them sit down, and they can talk with their friends. They don't have to play the quiet game or anything. They can communicate and fellowship then until we're ready to start the Glow Games. But for those of you that are able to come early, I'm going to place y'all in the gym so that you can keep an eye on everything, making sure everybody stays seated, making sure everybody is contained and controlled. So the more adults we have in the gym during this point, the better. So if you're able to come at 5:15, we'd love for that to be the case. And if not, just come as soon as you can, and we'll make do with whoever is able to come here early. So we will start probably a few minutes after 6 o'clock, just to give latecomers a chance to arrive and not miss out on anything. We might have some come after we start, and that'll be fine if they do. We'll assign them to a team, and we'll be fine. But we'll start in the 6:05 to 6:10 window. As we start, first of all, we need to choose teams. There are 5 different teams: orange, blue, pink, green, yellow. Those are our 5 different teams, and we have at least 2 captains for every team. So you guys are going to be serving as these team captains, leading your team through these games. So to choose the teams, we're going to call kids a grade at a time. So we'll say, okay, first grade, come and line up. So the first graders will come and line up. I'll have a bucket or a bag full of mini glow sticks of those 5 colors. They'll reach in there, they'll pull out a mini glow stick, and whatever color they pull out, that'll be what team they're on. That's just the best way to do it with as many kids as we have, instead of letting them be on the same team as certain people. We just don't have enough time to sort all that out. So going random is the easiest way to do it. So we will choose the teams, they'll choose their colors, we'll send them to you. As you are receiving your children, you can be getting your kids ready for the glow games. You'll have a team captain box with all the supplies you need in it for the glow games. Won't be a ton of stuff, but it'll have everything you need in it that you can use. Part of what will be in there will be these. These are glow lanyards. These are green ones right here. So everybody on your team will get one of these lanyards so they can put on their lanyard. I will not have any of these glow sticks broken, so you can do that, or the kids can do that once they put it on, just because it fades over time, so we want them to be as fresh as possible. They'll break them, then they'll have them. So everybody gets one of these. I'll also have a bag full of these glow sticks that look like this. These are bracelets, and see they have the connectors on them and everything. So you get to actually take these, and this is the fun part, you get to break them, let them all start glowing, and then pass them out to your team. Now, kids on your team will definitely get more than one of these, and that's the way it's intended. They'll probably get, with as many as we have, this is probably around 150 or so. I might put some more in depending on how many we have sign up. But expect the kids on your team to have 4 to 5 different bracelets on, and if kids come late, then we can take some bracelets from others on your team. They can pitch in some of theirs to give the kid that comes late some, so everybody can have some. But it is not my intention at all to have leftovers, so don't feel bad about passing out all of this stuff. Glow sticks, they do work from year to year, but I found that they don't always work the best once they're older, so we want to go ahead and use everything we've got while it's fresh, while it's going to be glowing good. So let's deck out the kids in this glow equipment, especially these bracelets. We can get all those out. Everybody should just get probably one lanyard should be enough, but pass all those bracelets out. Now, as soon as everybody's got that, we get all the teams divided up, you get all your stuff passed out to the kids. We'll shut the lights off, which will be a big moment of all of a sudden the lights are on, and the lights are off. You can see everybody's glow things, and all the kids are going to scream. That's just what they always do when we cut the lights on, and we see everybody's different colors. And then we will begin the games. Now, the whole point of the glow games, your team will be competing for points, trying to earn this. This is called the Glowfie. This is last year's Glowfie, and the green team won it. But all the points that your team is accumulating will be going towards trying to get this Glowfie. And the team that gets the most points at the end of the night will win the Glowfie. So, like I said, I'll have a fresh one that says Glow Games 2016 for next Friday. But this is what you're competing for, and it's also got a special use. If I hold it up in the air like this, then that is everybody's cue to don't say anything, to get as quiet as possible, because I've got some instructions to pass out. I've got to give instructions to a game, or I've got to make some announcements, and I'll have a megaphone to do that, but it works a lot better if everybody just gets quiet as soon as I hold it up, and then I'm able to make the announcement quickly, and that helps us to go from game to game quickly and efficiently. So I've also been known to give bonus points to teams that follow this rule really well. If I hold it up and a team gets quiet really fast and I notice it, very likely that team will get points. So just an incentive to be following along with that. So you can help with your kids. Tell them whenever they see that go in the air, that's their cue to get quiet, because we have some announcements or instructions coming. So we have 4 different games that your teams will be competing in to earn points. And I just wanted to briefly go over those with you. The first one's called the Glow Shoot. We will be using these Nerf guns for the Glow Shoot game. So pretty simple concept. Your teams will get in a group and line up underneath one of the basketball goals facing the other basketball goal. So your team will be in a line underneath the basketball goal on one end, facing the other basketball goal, so that it looks like you're about to run down the long end of the basketball court. The first person in line from your team, once we start the game, will run to the other end of the gym, where there will be 5 buckets set up against the wall. that look like this. The 5 buckets will have 5 different lights in them. So your team will have a bucket that is glowing your team's color. That will be your team's bucket. You'll line up directly across from it. The whole object of the game is to run to the other side of the gym, stop at a red marker on the ground. I'm going to use red glow sticks to mark places where your kids have to stop on the ground. Since we don't have a red team, that will let kids know where to stop. Shoot a dart at the bucket. If it makes it inside the bucket, then your team gets a point. If it bounces out or if they don't make it, then your team does not get a point for that. Or points. So let me show you how this works. I think this is loaded right now. No, it's not. So this is the magazine where all the darts are loaded. So to get this out, I'll have it loaded for you at the beginning of the game, but over the course of the game, I'll probably give you 5 minutes for this. You'll have to reload it. So I'll have a box full of darts for you. So you will take it, push this orange button here. This will eject this. Then you will take the darts. You'll notice there's a dart with a white tip here. This is a dart with an orange tip. And so if you follow, that'll come into handy when we're calculating points. But you'll just put them in here. It's got a little arrow diagram, so you'll put it right in there. And it says it can hold 18. So you'll put as many as you can in there. And then to load it back in the Nerf gun, you'll take this and make sure the dart is facing towards the front of the gun. You'll just slide it in, it clicks in, and it's good to go. The cool thing about these guns is they've got glow-in-the-dark darts, glow games. So everything we do has to be glow-in-the-dark. So there's a little orange switch at the bottom here that will turn on, just like that, and it has a little light that charges the darts at the top. So as they're shooting them, they will be glowing darts going across the gym, which I think is pretty cool. So the child, let me turn the lights back on so you can see. At the front, we'll take the gun, we'll run, we'll stop at the red light, then we'll take this. So this is how you get it ready to go. You take the gray thing, you pull it back, then you pull it forward. That gets it ready to go. Then they will aim at the bucket, and they will shoot. I just made it in the bucket. I can believe that. If it goes inside the bucket, then your team gets points. Now the orange darts are worth a little less than the white tip darts. So the orange darts are worth 50 points apiece. The white tip darts are worth 100 points apiece. So there'll be fewer of the white tip darts. So those will be more valuable. So you want to load more of those as you're loading in the darts. So then that child will run back and give the gun to the next person. You might, as the captain, want to go ahead and load it for them so they don't have to worry about that. So you bring it back, bring it up, and that loads it into this. Now, you will want to keep note of that these 2 orange flaps come up. Just in case it gets jammed or anything, you're going to want to go and help fix that. And that's part of the beauty of having 2 captains. You can have somebody stay with the team and somebody go and fix the jam if there's a jam. Sometimes it'll get jammed in here. You just take the dart out, throw it aside, and do it again. And I'll be there to help if there's any major problems or anything. But these do come up if you need it. And then you can have a shot. Now I will have to instruct the kids to be careful to only shoot these at the buckets. They do come out with a good velocity, but they are foam darts, so I'm sure we'll be fine. So after this game is over, we will figure out how many points everybody has, and we'll let that be the beginning of your point tally, and we'll move on to the next game, which is called the Glow Picture. The Glow Picture is a game we played 2 years ago, so some of the kids will be familiar with this. Some of y'all might be familiar with this if you were here, if you volunteered 2 years ago. But the Glow Picture is a fairly simple game. We will let your teams bunch up on different ends of the gym, so we'll have one team here, one team here, one team here, probably 2 teams right here. We'll have a kiddie pool full of mini glow sticks in the middle of the gym. And basically what you're doing is you're sending one child from your team at a time to get one glow stick at a time from the pool in the middle. They'll go and grab a glow stick, come right back, and you will use those glow sticks to create a picture. And I will give you a piece of paper that looks something like this. This is the picture we used 2 years ago. I'm not going to show you the picture that we're using this year. It is actually a little bit more complicated than this one, but I know y'all can handle it. Won't be a problem. Can't get easier as the years go on. So it'll look something like this. And if you'll notice, the lines have letters next to them. That's color coated. So this one has a B next to it. That means that a blue glow stick goes there. Orange glow sticks, red glow sticks, yellow glow sticks, got green, purple, pink, and there'll be different colors in the pool that you'll send one kid at a time to go get one glow stick at a time. So there'll be a constant stream of kids going back and forth from that pool. And the rest of your team can be staying there creating this picture. Now, one rule that's important is your team is not allowed to get more glow sticks of a certain color that you need. So say you need 8 yellows for this picture. You can't just send people to go get all of the yellows so that none of the other teams will be able to finish. You're only allowed to get as many as your team needs because we want everybody to have an equal chance to finish. And also something to note is that you might notice this is a long one here, this is a short one here. All the glow sticks will be the same size on the picture. So you won't have to worry about sending to get different sizes. You'll just have to worry about getting the different colors, and your team will create the picture. The first team to correctly create the picture in full accurately will win the most points, 500 points, and then it's staggered depending on who finishes after that. So 500, 400, 300, 200, and the last place gets 100 points. So that is the glow picture. The third game is called the glow hunt. This is a game that we've played every year, I guess just because I feel like the kids like it. I hope they do like it, and we're not just doing this year after year. They don't like it, but it's a pretty cool game. Let me show you what the idea is. In your box, you'll have some gloves that look like this. So your team will stay bunched together and will actually go and face the wall so that you can't see. While your team is facing the wall, I will spread out some items on the gym floor, just some random items like ketchup packets, clothespins, little Lego pieces or something, and they'll be spread out across the gym floor, and nobody will be able to see where they are even when they turn around because it'll be dark in there. Everybody on your team will get assigned a number. So you'll count off the kids on your team. Say you've got 20 kids on your team. You'll have one kid that's number 1, one that's number 2, 3, all the way to 20. Everybody will have a number. So the way that the game works is I'll say, okay, I need number 16. The child that has the number 16 will put on the gloves. Turn this light off. Put on the gloves, and you can just leave these gloves running the whole time. Put on the special gloves. I'll go ahead and turn these on so you can see what they look like. So they've got lights on the fingertips. I will say an item. So I'll say number 16, you're looking for a ketchup packet. Go. So one representative from all the teams will go and scour the floors using these as their flashlights looking for that ketchup packet. Whoever finds it and brings it to me first wins points for their team. I believe it's 100 points for every item that your team brings. So one child per item. So once somebody finds a ketchup packet, everybody goes back to their teams. I'll call a different number. Gloves will get exchanged, a different item, and then we'll go again. And this is one of those games we'll just play as much time as we have. I think this game is set to start around 7:05 or so. Let me check my schedule. Maybe last 25 minutes. So the glow hunt starts at 7:05, will last 30 minutes until 7:35, and then everybody will head into Boatner Hall for snack Bible study time. So while that's happening, I will remain in the gym. While everybody's getting transitioned into Boatner Hall, I will remain in the gym with some of our students that are helping. We'll set up for the last game. So the kids are going to Boatner Hall where we'll have it decked out with black lights. So everything that's bright or white will be glowing. There'll be white butcher paper on the tables along with these highlighters. So the kids can take these highlighters and they can decorate the table. A lot of them choose to decorate their hands and arms and faces. And I don't tell them to do that. They just figure that out on their own. So they will do that, and they'll have fun with that, and it'll be good. And we'll have cookies and some drinks for them just to enjoy some fellowship time during those first few minutes of that break snack time. Now, when I come in, after we're done setting up for Ultimate Relay, that is when we have a really good opportunity to share with the kids. So this is when I really need your help. I will get a microphone, and I will take 5 to 10 minutes. I know I've got a very short attention window with this many kids and with this age of kids. So I'll take 5 to 10 minutes to share the gospel with them. I'm still working on the way I'm going to do that specifically, but I will take 5 to 10 minutes to share the gospel with them. That's when I need y'all to spread out, stay standing, spread out among the rows of tables, and help me to make sure that everybody is calm and collected and paying attention during this time, because we don't want anybody to be distracted that needs to hear the message of the gospel. So it won't be long, but I do specifically need you during this time to spread out and just help me keep the peace. So just a short amount of time where I'll be sharing, where I need everybody to focus in on the words that I'm going to be sharing, specifically as I'm sharing the good news of Jesus with them. So after that, I won't have a specific invitation time. The way that Glow Games is set up really doesn't present itself with a good opportunity to do that. It's not awkward. But I will tell them that if they feel God tugging at their heart to ask more about being a Christian or to make a decision to be a Christian, I will tell them, open invitation, come and talk to me, let me know so we can talk about this, or grab an adult and let them know. Tell your parents, tell somebody at your church. I will be making a plea for them to do that, to follow up if God is working on them. So let's be praying that that will be an effective time. After that, we will head back into the gym for our last game, which is called Ultimate Relay. The way that this works is your teams will be lined up on one side of the gym, kind of like the first game, except you'll be lined up along the long end of the gym. So if this is the long end of the gym, they'll have a team here, 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 and here. And we will have a certain amount of time, probably 5 to 7 minutes, for you to send out one child at a time from your team. That's kind of the way we do these games. One at a time goes, just to keep it from getting too chaotic. You will send one child at a time into the gym, where we'll have 10 different activities. They can go and choose one of those activities to do to attempt to earn their team points. And I'll go through those 10 activities really quick, but you'll have a sheet in front of you that has those 10 activities and numbers next to them. So if a child goes and does the basketball shoot, if they get points for that, you'll look at your basketball shoot, you'll circle a 1 next to that. Say another child goes and does the basketball shoot and gets points for it, you'll circle a 2. So you'll keep track of what your team is doing on this page. So let me tell you the 10 different activities real quick that you can send the different children on your team to do. The first one, like I just mentioned, is the basketball shoot. I'll have a glowing basketball that looks like this. Turn it on just because I think it's cool. They can go to the red marker that's on the gym floor. They stand there, they get the basketball, they shoot it. Now, if they make it, your team gets 100 points. If they miss it, your team doesn't get any points. They're only allowed one shot, then they have to come back, and they can't do anything else again until they get sent out again. So some of the games, some of the activities are guaranteed points, and some of them, like this, kind of taking a chance. If they make it, they get points. So the next one is the soccer kick. So this is kind of a similar thing. We have a glowing soccer ball. Boom. Glowing soccer ball. They'll go and set it next to the red markers, kick it at a soccer goal. If they make it, your team gets 50 points. Kick it in the soccer goal. It's a little bit easier than making the basketball goal. So that's worth 50 points if the child gets it. Again, they're only allowed one try at that for that time. You can send them out later to try it again, but only one try per attempt. We have a glowing jump rope. So this is one of the guaranteed points. You send a kid out to do the glowing jump rope, they take it in the middle of the gym, they do 10 jump ropes, they run back, and your team gets 50 points. A lot of time the guaranteed points are worth less. There's one called Autograph. I will have a dry erase board that is glowing. It's a little LED dry erase board with some markers. To do Autograph, your child will run to that board, they'll sign their name on it in your team's color, and then close the marker, run back, and your team gets 50 points. That's another guaranteed one. The next one's called the beanbag toss. So I have in my hand glowing beanbag. When it hits something, and there'll be a bucket or a hula hoop or something, so they'll go stand at the marker, toss the beanbag. If they make it, your team gets 75 points. If not, no points. We have 6 is hopscotch. We'll have a little hopscotch course laid out with glowing necklaces. Child goes and hops through the hopscotch course. That's worth 25 points. Some of these, like the hopscotch and with this next one, are easy ones that if you have a child on your team that's not athletic or doesn't like doing sports or doesn't feel like they can do some of these things like shoot the basketball, there are things that they can do. And that's why we've included some of these other things, such as the hopscotch and the glow stick pick. This is the easiest one. We'll have a bucket in the back with the mini glow sticks in it. And all you have to do for this one is go take one of the mini glow sticks, bring it back to your team. That's worth 10 points. It's not a lot of points, but it's an easy way. Anybody can go and do that. If you have a little first grader that's scared to do anything else, go send them to get a glow stick, and they're contributing to your team by winning 10 points that way. There's a balloon pop. I'll have a bag or something full of balloons. Child will go take the balloon out of the box, pop it out of the bag, and pop it. They might have a mini glow stick in it. It depends on, I'll just look at it and see, but they'll definitely have to pop a balloon. Maybe you have to bring something back, but if they pop it and do that, they get 100 points for your team. There's a football throw. They'll go, stop at a red marker, take a football, they'll throw it in a trash can. If they make it, 100 points. Don't make it, no points. And a tunnel crawl. That's number 10. There'll be a tunnel right in the middle of the gym. They go and they crawl through the tunnel. That's worth 50 points. So this is your different ways for your teams to get points. There is an opportunity for bonus points in this game. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what this is. At the bottom here it says 250 bonus points for any team that spells out Glow Games 2016 with their bracelets on the ground. So while everybody else is going and doing their thing, going and doing these different activities, if your team collectively spells out with their bracelets Glow Games 2016 on the ground, 250 bonus points right there, which could really come in handy if we have a close ball game here. So go ahead and be aware of that. After this is over, we'll add up all the points and we'll see who the winner is. I will have everybody sit down, we'll turn on the lights, we'll kind of make it a drawn out presentation process to see who wins. And whoever wins, we'll have the presentation of the Glowfee to the winning team. We'll take a group picture with that team, and then we'll take a big group picture with everybody. And after that, we will be finished. We'll have people posted at the door to make sure every kid leaves with an adult. And we'll be finished after that. Just be cleanup time. So that is the Glow Games in a nutshell. I think I've kept it under 30 minutes, 27 minutes. Thank you for sticking with me. I really think this will be beneficial, having this information to you beforehand. So you'll be able to answer questions, you'll be able to know what's happening as we go into the Glow Games. So please let me know if you have any questions about any of the things that I said or anything that I can make clear. Just call me or text me or email me. And if you will, whenever you're done watching this video, in just a second, if you'll click the exit button at the bottom, that will let me know that you have finished watching it and that you're ready for next week. You have all the information that you need. Again, thank you for participating in this way. Please pray in the next week that God will do great things through Glow Games, and we will look forward to the Glow Games next Friday. Thanks again.